What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the new Lego Harry Potter Ollivanders and Madame Malkin's robe shops at 76439 with 744 pieces that retails for $90. Now we get another set of our Diagon Alley, so we get two more shops to include with it, as well as some cool characters, some extra like alley stuff like the Florist Witch. So a lot of neat stuff going on here. So as I said, we have Ollivanders, the wand shop, so it looks really nice there. Looks, relatively similar to how we see it in the movies, as well as Madame Malkin. So of course the robe shops where they pick up robes, get alterations, all that sort of stuff there with our minifigures. So of course we get Harry and then our people that work at the place, so Ollivander and Madame Malkin. So a lot of cool stuff going on here. And if we flip around to the back of the box, we can see the inside of the stores. So we have Madame Malkin's, again, you can see the inside as well as Ollivander. So he's got a nice tall ladder there with all sorts of wands, which are pretty cool. And then we get little features, inside. And it may be hard to see, but up here at the top does show that it connects with our other Diagon Alley set of the Weasley Wizard Wheezes. So that set we had from last year. So pretty cool that we'll be able to connect that in as well. So we'll have to do that at the end. So overall, it's a pretty neat set. Not like the coolest set ever, I would say, because not like the two coolest shops or whatever, Diagon Alley. So pretty boring for what they are, but it still looks cool. And now we can continue to build out Diagon Alley is awesome. So I'm more excited about that than anything. So let's go and look at the set, starting with the minifigs. So here we have our 6 minifigures. We'll of course start with Harry. Now again, this is supposed to be from Sorcerer's Stone. So we get Harry, how he first appears in the movie with his old drab clothes, the reused clothes from Dudley. So it looks pretty nice with his raggedy clothes when he first visits Diagon Alley. It looks good with like the blue shirt on or whatever sort of design, some printing there on the front. We get like a blue, green, or teal color shirt that's a little too big for him, so it hangs down a little. Pants that come up quite a bit with a belt to help hold him up. He comes with his dark brown wand and then our normal Harry face, so a nice little smile, his glasses, lightning bolt scar, and bushy black hair with a smiling face there. Of course, the excitement of going to Diagon Alley, so nice for that Harry. And then we get Padma Patil, which we've had in other sets in the past, of course, more older looking, but this is just supposed to be her first year design again, just out shopping in Diagon Alley. So it looks pretty nice. So she has this green jacket over a cream color shirt, so again, nice printing there with the buttons, all that. Brown pants, of course, they will have the shorter legs for the kids since this is the first year. And she has the darker skin tone since she is Indian, so that's nice with the long black hair and the ponytail, so that's nice design with the brown wand. Then we get some we've not had before, which is just some generic student, like no student in particular, but he is going to be in a wheelchair, so he does have the longer legs, so he's going to be taller than our other two students, so he is an older student, which when I first saw this design, it reminded me of Newt Scamander, but I think I saw that it's actually a reuse of like Merry or Pippin from the Lord of the Rings, so it's nice with the blue jacket over a cream color shirt with a scarf tied around his neck, and you can see he's also got some suspenders in there, and then he's got brown pants on, he's got more of the orangish tan color one, and then of course nice smiley face with his hair all swept over, and a shocked face there on the back. And then what's cool about him is that he comes with a wheelchair, so we get this, of course, old school style wheelchair, pretty basic in design, but of course would be for the way the wizarding world works. So nice wheelchair design, of course, handles that he can be pushed around it. So that is pretty nice that we get a wheelchair student, something we've not had before in any of these sets. And then we go to our shopkeepers, so we get Ollivander, or Garrick Ollivander, of course runs Ollivanders, and obviously considered one of the best wand makers in Great Britain. Looks pretty nice with his longer gray hair, of course all nice and bushy in the back with just that hairpiece. Looks old in the face, you can see all the wrinkles and the gray like sideburns that come down, bushy eyebrows as well in gray. Then we got his outfit, so he has this brown jacket on with a little like burnt orange color there on the sides that match with his wand. Then he's got a gray vest on and then like ascot or something tied there around his neck with some gray pants, so that looks all nice with a shocked face, of course, when Harry starts destroying his shop, testing out the wands, so that's cool to get Ollivander. And then of course we've got Madame Malkin's for her shop, so it looks pretty nice, especially with all pink and purple design. I love how she's got the like witch's head on, but it's got the nice like feather or whatever it is there, and the see-through pink looks pretty nice. Add some flourish there with some black hair, of course a nice smiley face with pink lipstick, and then on the back she's got a more surprised or happy face. Then her outfit is, like I said, the purple and pink color, looks mostly purple of this, but I love how she even has the measuring tape around her neck, like she's been measuring some students. Almost got like a corset design with her midsection there, and then the dress piece, which again has some nice like printing there at the bottom, like paisley design with like dress piece coming there into the back, and even some nice printing there on the back of her outfit. Looks pretty nice. Again, more of that measuring tape carrying on there with a dark brown wand in her hand. And finally we get a flower witch, or a florist, whatever you want to call it. Looks pretty nice, of course, just selling flowers in Diagon Alley. So she has the witch's hat as well in the nice tan color with her black hair showing around there in the back. Again, nice smiling face, but a different color lipstick, more of like a brownish color with the same sort of happy face on the back. Then we get her outfit with this nice green top, which has some nice colors, especially there around the neck, and then just just a cinched up waist there with green, you know, a lot of nice colors with this orangish brown dress piece as well. So it goes there to the back. And you get some more printing on the back of her shirt as well. Tan one, and then she just comes with a bouquet of flowers to go along with all the flowers she's selling. So looks pretty nice for our minifigs. Of course, nothing new or exciting. Always got to have Harry, so that's cool. It's cool to get Padma in the younger form, so with the shorter legs. And of course, we have to have Ollivander and Madame Malkin to go with their shop, so those make sense. But as usual, it's not all that exciting, just getting people for Diagon Alley. They're mostly in like normal street clothes. And then we have our two shops in Diagon Alley. Of course, these all connect together, so these two are just connected together right away. We'll go and start with our exterior stuff. So first, we do get this signpost here. So just a signpost, you know, sitting in Diagon Alley. That's some signs for Green Guts, Quality Quidditch Supplies, and Flourish and Botsons. Has some arrows and stuff. So we have that hopefully once, if we get like all these shops, we can set up in a way that makes sense with the sign. So just this extra sign, nothing too special about it. We'll just set it aside. Then we also get the Florist Witch's cart, so where she's selling flowers out of. So obviously it's a nice little cart they could pick up and drag along, and just comes with some blue and yellow flowers there. So looks pretty nice big wagon wheels on it and design, so where it still sits up pretty nice and not like all the way down if you didn't have these gray pieces on it. So looks pretty nice, and obviously we can just set it next to the Florist Witch to help sell flowers in Diagon Alley. And then we get our two shops, which I think I will go ahead and separate, and we'll take a look at Ollivander's first, which looks pretty nice. Again, we saw this design in the movie a couple times, obviously when Harry first went to get his wand, and then we see in later movies when it's destroyed when he's picked up by the Death Eater. So looks pretty nice in the front, you know, just mostly gray brick building, but we do have like these columns, I guess I'd call them, of windows with the nice yellow panes in them. Of course, I don't like the yellow too much, but it helps make it stand out and add some color and design to it. We do get the Ollivander sign hanging there up above the shop. We get a nice black door on the front, and of course, a little like window design up top. We got Ollivanders above the windows, and then you can see inside the windows, which I don't think there's anything in any of the windows. It's just the shelves on the inside. A nice little bar design down at the bottom as well, so that looks really nice. And then just up top, it's pretty flat, but we do get a chimney that's got a nice like little angle to it, the way they use those pieces to give it a nice angle, so that's pretty nice. But we can spin it around to see the interior of the shop. So of course there's not a whole lot. They do make these pretty small, so you can see it's just that wide, so not very wide at all. But we get a lot of wands inside here. So we'll go ahead and start. Obviously front and center here is the ladder, so we get a ladder that does roll back and forth, so that's always nice design, and we can easily take it off. It just sort of attaches up here in this top section, so allows it to move. And there's a track also down here at the bottom in the gray, so we'll move that out of the way just so we can see. So obviously we get our front door coming in, and again the window up above it there, all in black. And then on each side we start to get our shelves. So we get our shelves just full of wand boxes, so we get all sorts of boxes, at least that's what they're supposed to be, with wands inside. Love the nice gold shelving designs, you know, stabilizers, especially there at the bottom. And we'll go and open this up a little to see more, so you can see how wide the shelves are. So look pretty nice, filling up those windows. Now down here on the one side, we do actually have a box that's supposed to be Harry's wand that you can actually take out, so it's like obviously a bigger box compared to what we see with everything else there. So we do have this box that we can open up, and we can store Harry's wand inside of it, so it can be, you know, like he's getting his wand. So that is pretty cool. So other than that, they're just flat tile pieces just there to recreate all those boxes. But as you see, we then have the sides that do open up, which is pretty nice, you know, it sort of all closes together, but can open up to sort of open the shop and make it a little bit wider. But we do have wand displays on each side. I like how they separated them with the darker brown and more tan colors, so it looks pretty nice. And now these ones are all specialty ones. They have actually more detail than we get with each of the students. So then they have, of course, all the different like wand designs. They will be repeated, so there's like, you know, one with a snake, one has like an angle to it, one's all swirly. There's ones that have like a pommel, I want to call it, to somewhere rounded at the end. Just all sort of nice, different, neat designs. And again, we have them in the tan as well, just all repeated again. And then we do have extras up here, so we got a whole set of each of the colors, and then, you know, as you build it tells you to put them up there as well with the extras. And then we get these extra shelf pieces up top as well. We can pop off nice modular design and just sort of set these here as well. So again, just sort of fill out the shop a little more, make it expand out and take up more room. So again, there's nice details, but if we want to close it up, just put them back up here. But unfortunately with these, the way they're designed, they use like the grill, I don't know, I call them grill pieces, but whatever sort of the design is, and you can slide the wands and they stay there. But of course they're not tight on it, so the wands all fall around and stuff, so it doesn't really look the best the way it's designed. And then the last thing we have inside the shop is the checkout. So we have a little cash register, a light, and then a vase with a flower in it as well. So of course Ollivander can ring up the wands for payment. So pretty nice design, and like I said, it's got the gray track in there as well to allow the ladder to slide back and forth, and they can use that to, you know, need to get up on the top shelf over here, move the ladder over, climb up and get the boxes off the shelf. So pretty nice, neat design. Of course the ladder just takes up a lot of room, which stinks, and I wish it would come over a little bit more, so it'd have a little bit longer track, you know, at least 2 sections longer or something, but just kind of right in the center here here, so I always just place it in the middle. So it's nice to have that. Obviously not the most detailed thing. I like all the boxes in the back. I wish that would just continued on to the sides, but it is cool to get these extra ones and these nice displays on the sides. But I'm not sure if the characters could even handle them because the handles are pretty thick, so I don't know if they'd fit into their hands very well, so I don't even know if they could even use them. But that's the interior of Ollivander's. Pretty nice, neat design. You know, carries out the look similar to the movie, but it's just all small and compact, so we don't really get that much look to it. But I think the front looks really nice, which that's always like the most positive thing about these Diagon Alleys, is that from the outside looking, you know, out, you'd see Street View will all look pretty good together. So Ollivander's, I think, carries out that look as well. But then we'll switch over to Madame Malkin's, which is a nice shop once again. Mostly all gray brick building, but has nice purple designs and some more lilac or whatever it's called. So it looks pretty nice. Love like the angle on the roof there with, again, like little chimneys or designs, whatever's on top. Nice window on the second story with, again, the more lavender colors. We get a lantern on one side and, of course, the Madame Malkin sign hanging off to the side there. And then we get the first story. So, again, another 4-window there in the center. Madame Malkin's over top. And then we get 2 doors, again, in purple with nice awning designs over top. And we do have scissors on this side. So this doors, maybe if you want alterations, can go in that door, and just to buy robes in the other door. But looks pretty nice exterior as well, especially that purple will give a pop of color. And if we spin around, again, going to be a pretty skinny shop. But I love how, especially on here, we do have some stickers. So we do have some extra stickers there. Of course, an egg is missing, probably the egg that Hagrid has for Norbert, and other little signs in the Nimbus 2000. So nice little stickers there. And then some stickers on the other side of school robes available here. Fancy hats for fancy witches, and official Hogwarts apparel, of course, all attached to Madame Malkin's there. So that's pretty fun stickers there on the side of alleyways. But then we have the inside of the store, again, a 2-story building. Of course, the bottom doesn't really have much in it at all. So in that front window, we do have a flower just like Ollivander had, so the blue flower in the vase. Then we do have some stickers on the wall, so it's going to be hard to get it to focus in on here, but it just has an MM sign there on the purple flag with some lights onto the side. So again, nothing too fancy or special on there. And on the other side, we do have some neckties and scarves hanging up on a little shelf there as well. So again, nothing too crazy, just some stickers inside. But then we do have a cash register as well with a galleon there on the table. So again, just small little cash register. And then we have a mannequin with some clothing, so it has a nice red scarf and a tuxedo outfit. So probably some dress robes for the students to pick up. And then we go up to the second story. Again, another mannequin with probably more dress robes. It's got kind of like that Hogwarts robe design, but not any of the specific designs and color stuff, but just looks like a suit design for it. We do get some capes here on the side, or cloaks there. We do have another sticker piece, just some shelves with books and plates and like teapots and stuff on it. We get an extra mannequin head with a top hat. We get this, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. To me, it's just almost like a thing of yarn, you know, like the spool of yarn in the glass case, but not sure if that's supposed to be what that is or not, but that's just what it looks like. Then we get another mannequin head with a green like flat cap or whatever they're called. Then we get a sewing machine, so a nice sewing machine with scissors, so can obviously sew up and make the clothing. And then up top we have some ribbon and material hanging up there that obviously you can pull on to make different clothing items and everything. So that's pretty nice with the different colorful designs there for the fabric material. And again, just small little shop with not much details inside of it, but it's just a place for Madame Malkin's to sell her clothes. So looks pretty nice, but I wish there was like some clothing racks or some like little rack designs with multiple like clothing things set up on it. Would be pretty cool, but just mannequins is really all we get for any of the clothing details. But overall it looks pretty nice. You know, it's just a small little shop, so again, not gonna get anything too crazy inside of these, but it looks nice and carries out the look, you know, of clothing and alterations and stuff, so fits for what it's supposed to be, and overall looks really nice. Now, of course, we can go and connect these two back together, and with that I can bring in the Weasley Wizard Wheezes set to attach onto it. So going off the back of the box, it just showed the Weasley sitting on this side, so we can attach it to Ollivander's. So it can attach onto there. And if you remember, the Weasley shop came with the owl post as well. So we get this little owl post building, kind of like a little corner shop that we can attach onto this side. So with that attached there, we have more of our Diagon Alley now, which looks pretty nice. So again, obviously not how it's exactly set up in the movie or anything, but with these, as we get more pieces, especially, we can move and rearrange different things. But there we have our Diagon Alley set so far. So that looks really nice. Again, just building a whole street view here with these buildings is going to be really cool to do. So very cool to be able to add Ollivander's and Madame Malkin's in here. Love the look of Diagon Alley, so being able to recreate in this form, since I wasn't able to buy the more expensive set, this is going to be really cool just to have a representation of it in Lego with these cheaper sets. But of course, we're going to continue building and building, so it will be pricey over time, but at least with this way, it's separated over the years and stuff and not all at once. So hopefully it'll just look really cool once we get it completed and they do actually actually give us all the buildings that we would want for Diagon Alley. But pretty cool design there with them all connected together. But let me know what you thought of this set of Ollivanders and Madame Malkins. Did you like the way the shops look and design and build and the minifigure selection? Just let me know your opinions down in the comments. But if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see more videos. And I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.